Hi everybody, welcome to Line of the Week number 168, Motif Development Using Melodic Rhythms. It's time again to take another rhythm, add notes to it, and then improvise with it over tunes. This is called Motif Development. Each week I try to present brief explanations and examples of concepts you can try in your own improvisation. This week's line is based on a minor blues. It mainly includes two motif development tools, first variation and secondly extension. I'll also talk briefly about triads that occur when playing through my shapes up and down the fretboard. Variation here refers to the same rhythm, different notes applied to the motif. And extension means adding new material immediately before or after either the motif or a fragment of the motif. Before I get to the line of the week, and so we're all on the same page, here are the chords to the progression. Again, this is a simple minor blues, C minor triad for 4 measures, then F minor 7 for 2 measures, C minor triad for 2 measures, and then A flat 7, then G7, then C minor triad for 2 measures. Here are the chord scales I'm using for this week's line. The chord scales are C melodic minor or the blues scale over the C minor triad for 4 measures, then E flat major, then C melodic minor, then E flat melodic minor, then A flat melodic minor, then C melodic minor. Here's the melodic rhythm I'm using this week. Here's the line of the week with Guitar Pro backing I use to make sure I'm getting the notes and the rhythm accurate. Let's look specifically at the line of the week. In measure 1, you've got the original motif, meaning the melodic rhythm with notes that fit the harmony. In measure 2, there's a rest. In measure 3, there's another variation. In measures 4 to 6, after the initial rest in measure 4, there's an extension of 2 eighth notes. Then, in measure 5, there's a variation of the original motif. In measure 6, there's an extension of the motif. In measure 7, there's another variation. In measures 8 to 11, first, in measures 8, 9, and 10, there's an extension preceding the motif variation found in measure 11 to end the line. Let me say a quick word about triads. In measure 6, there's an F minor triad under the F minor 7 chord. This is called a lower structure triad. Triads tend to occur when I use my shapes moving up and down the fretboard. You can check out my fingerstyle scale shape series I publish weekly also on this channel. Also, in measures 9 to 10, there's another F minor triad circled in red. The notes F and C fall under the A flat 7 chord. F and C are the 13th and the 3rd of the A flat 7 chord. The A flat note under the G7 chord is the flat 9 of the G7 chord. In measure 10, there's an E flat major triad under the G7 chord. As it relates to the G7 chord, the E flat triad is called an upper structure triad. The notes of the E flat major triad are E flat G and B flat. These notes are the flat 13th, the root, and the sharp 9 of the G7 chord. These notes give the G7 an altered sound when it resolves to the tonic C minor chord. By the way, the shapes I've developed are a combination of chord tones and tensions, scales, and arpeggios. They're kind of a hybrid of those qualities. My left hand is based on Tim Miller's 2-1-2 approach, and my right hand fingering is something I developed using a basic classical guitar approach. So that's it for this week. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next week.